The Hillman Fortress was a German bunker complex and command post built during the Second World War and located near Colleville-Montgomery in Normandy, France. The bunker complex, designated as Hill 61 and codenamed Hillman by the British, was attacked on 6 June 1944 by the British Suffolk Regiment, and the fortress finally surrendered the following morning. The delay in taking the bunker complex has been cited as a reason for the Allies not completing the major D-Day objective of taking Caen. The bunkers are now open a museum and run by local volunteers. Construction. In 1942, towards the southern part of Colleville-sur-Orne, the organization TODT built a 24-hectare bunker complex consisting of 18 bunkers including 2 H-600 and 8 command post bunkers and AH-605 bunker 4 artillery guns. It was designated at Wider Stansness 17WN17 by the Germans and served as headquarters of the 736th Grenadier Regiment. The complex was situated on high ground behind Weetram on the Perriers Ridge, overlooking what was to become the D-Day landing beach sword. As Hillman had no artillery, it controlled the firing of the artillery at Wider Stansness 16, codenamed Morris by the Allies. The bunker complex was codenamed Hillman by the British during the Normandy landings in June 1944. Garrison. Hillman was the regimental headquarters and command post for the coastal defense in the area and commanded by Colonel Ludwig Krug. The bunkers housed approximately 150 officers and men of 736 Grenadier Regiment. A number of observation bunkers featured armored cupolas with a thickness of approximately 20 into 30 in. The bunkers were well equipped with mechanical ventilation systems, medical facilities, ammunition and food storage. Between bunkers ran a network of trenches linking the different underground positions, consisting of the headquarters, signal center, radio room, mess rooms and bathrooms. Every position was connected with each other through a network of telephone lines buried 2 meters or 3 meters underground. The entire complex was also surrounded by Tobruk pits, barbed wire and minefields. Built at 61 meters above sea level, the complex offered direct views of the landing beaches, as well as the mouth of the Orne River. The field of fire killing zone extended for approximately 600 meters. D-Day. On D-Day, the 6th of June 1944, the bunker were assaulted by the 1st Battalion, Suffolk Regiment, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Richard E. Goodwin, part of the 8th Infantry Brigade of the British 3rd Infantry Division. The Suffolks had landed on Sword Beach at around 8:30 that morning and began heading inland to clear their objectives. Supporting the Suffolks were tanks from A Squadron, Staffordshire Yeomanry and C Squadron of the 13th, 18th Royal Hussars, 2 batteries from 33rd and 76th Field Regiment, Royal Artillery, Royal Engineers of the 246th Field Company and a machine gun platoon from 2nd Battalion, Middlesex Regiment. The Hillman bunkers were initially reconnoitred by Captain Geoff Riley, commanding officer of A Company. Riley passes on information for British artillery, mortar crews and tanks to shell the bunkers. Attacking at approximately 13:05, Hillman was initially outflanked to the north, where the Royal Engineers cleared mines and barbed wire using Bangalore torpedoes. Through this clearance, a company of Suffolks led by Lieutenant Mike Russell. The company advanced into the German trenches but faced heavy machine gun fire and retreated. The well-designed and defended bunkers proved difficult to take, and the Suffolks brought Shermans from 13 18th Hussars and a second assault overran the site. to try and silence the bunkers. 17-pounders on the Sherman Fireflies fire on armored cupolas, but the rounds bounced off. The well-defended bunkers were proving an incredibly difficult task for the infantry. The combined armor and infantry succeeded in taking most of the complex by 2015 hours. The last remaining bunker surrendered on the early morning of the 7th of June, by which time the Suffolks had lost 2 officers and 5 men killed and 24 wounded. Historians suggest that the strong resistance of Hillman contributed to preventing the 3rd Infantry Division taking Caen as planned. By the evening of the 6th of June, gallery of bunker photographs. Post-war. Following the war, the bunkers gradually filled with earth and rubble, preserving them in good condition. In 1989, Madame Leno, a resident of Colleville-Montgomery and the owner of the land where one of the bunkers was built, donated it to the Suffolk Regiment to commemorate what happened during the war. A memorial was created within the bunker and inaugurated with the attendance of veterans of the Suffolk Regiment on the 6th of June 1989. Since 1990, the volunteers of the association Les Amis du Suffolk Regiment, and with the support of the local community, have preserved and continued to restore the Hillman Fortress, including Colonel Krug's command post.